Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. This is a bit of a collaboration with our Patreon members. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's a fan funding site. We can't monetize our videos on YouTube, unfortunately, so we can't make any money. So we have some very kind people, some of our followers who like to support the channel and help us grow. And, you know, we're able to buy things like these mics and the lights and some jerseys and all kinds of stuff and do giveaways and everything. So first off, just a big thank you to our Patreon members. And what I did was I posed a question on Patreon and got them to give me some answers. So the question was, as a hockey fan, would you pay extra for? Now, we've kind of had this discussion a little bit between ourselves.
We have. It's been a lot of fun, too.
So I've got some pretty good suggestions here.
All right.
I think I wrote down 3 from me, and then I took some off Patreon from our members. So I'm going to ask you those, and you can say yes or no or explain or whatever. Okay.
Cool.
So as a hockey fan, would you pay extra for the ability to watch a game on TV with no commentators?
Yes.
How much would you be willing to pay? We'll say per year.
Per year?
If you just buy a package.
So it's a package. I'm already buying the NHL Center Ice package.
$249 just to get the hockey games. How much extra would you pay for no commentary?
So I still want to hear the ambient noise in the arena.
You hear everything just
because I can do the volume control to get rid of the announcers, but I still want to hear the hockey sounds.
You hear everything as if you were there.
As if I was there. I'd pay an extra $50.
So you'd pay basically $300.
Yes, I would.
All right.
Yes, I would. I would love that.
Ooh.
To not hear that hammering and yammering on and period number 1.
Interesting.
I would.
One thing that would be cool is if you guys want to comment after the video or start writing your comments during the video, write them down, whatever, is like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and then give your answers as well so we can see your answers. And also at the end of the video, please leave your suggestions if you don't hear anything on here that you would pay extra for. So yeah, we read all the comments, so we want to hear what you guys think. Okay, question number 2. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for the ability to watch a game on TV and pick which camera is used?
Yes.
Okay, well, how much extra would you pay?
I'd pay another $50 for that.
So you're up to $350 now.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. That'd be a pretty cool investment, actually.
If I could get out of the thrall, the control of that idiot in the truck, I would pay a massive premium for that.
Wow. I don't really think $50 is a massive premium. I'd almost pay like $150 for that.
Okay. Put me down. Put me down for $150.
All right. Deal. Question number 3. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for no commercials? Because technically, the Rogers hockey pack that we would buy, it's basically NHL Center Ice or whatever you want to call it, does not have commercials.
But they just show a 2-minute screen of nothing.
During commercials, whatever. You don't see anything. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't pay for that blockage because I have PVR.
But what if you could pay extra on your we have fiber op. Would you pay extra to negate any commercials?
Yes.
Without having to fast forward through them.
In other words, during a break in the play, I still see the inside of the arena with no commentary. Yes, I would pay for that. Boom. Me too. I want to see when they come out and scrape the ice.
You just want to see the girls.
No.
Question number 4. This one's from Joey. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for a goalie that had a GoPro on its helmet so you could view the angle?
I would pay as a curiosity. I'd maybe pay $2 for one game of it just to see if I liked it. But I can't see myself enjoying that in the long haul.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it is a neat.
It's a neat idea.
We're getting cameras small enough now and still able to do HD that we could probably equip it now.
Yeah, the quality is the issue, I think.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a camera that's too big and then if the puck hits it and he makes a save that he wouldn't have if the camera wasn't there, then it gets controversial. But anyway. Okay, question number 5. This one's from Kaylee. A monthly subscription box full of hockey merch.
A subscription of hockey stuff, basically.
Yeah, like a box. You know the subscription boxes.
Yeah. I'm not much of a merch guy, so.
Ask me.
How about you?
Heck yeah. You know I would. That'd be epic. All right. Question number 6. This one is from Liv. To be able to switch between home and away commentary.
As an alternative to none at all.
Yes.
Like if I couldn't get none at all, would I pay extra for the home and away switching? Yes.
So you see the same video feed, but you get to choose which announcers you hear.
Yeah, or even maybe choose the radio announcers.
I would.
So you have 4 choices.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. How much would you pay?
I'd pay $20 a year for that. I think.
Would too. Yeah, that's a good amount.
So that's a good idea, Liv. Excuse me.
This question's from Mika. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for more NHL games overseas? This doesn't necessarily apply to you. Mika lives in Finland, so.
Yeah, so
this
makes a lot more sense for Mika than it does for us.
A Mika-specific, or not a Mika-specific question, but a over-the-seas specific question. And we have lots of viewers from over the seas, so definitely make sure you answer that in the comments. Let us know.
I don't know if I would pay extra, but I hope they do it.
Okay, hypothetically, if you lived in England, would you pay extra to have NHL games played there?
I don't understand how pay extra means. I don't know how it works. I would pay more to go see the game itself, so I'm paying extra rather than sitting home on my butt and watching it on TV.
If there was a GoFundMe for the NHL and they needed $100,000 and they wanted everyone to submit $10, would you submit $10?
Only if I thought they really needed the money.
Well, the NHL doesn't need half the money that they get now.
Exactly. So the NHL should just do it. I like European venues for NHL games. I love it, actually. Mm-hmm. I think the NHL should play lots more games, maybe not just in the early part of the season, but go over halfway through the season, over the Christmas break. When the Spengler Cup's going on in Davos, have a couple of NHL teams roaming around Europe and playing. I think that'd be great. And most of that is selfish because in the Christmas holiday period, I can watch that. I can watch an NHL game at 12 noon.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah,
on my holidays. It's all about me.
It's all about you. Okay, question number 8. This is also from Mika.
All right.
Would you, as a hockey fan, would you pay extra for the ability to send NHL players to the Olympics?
No.
No?
Wouldn't pay extra for it. I'm not sure they should be there. So.
Oh yeah, you're one of those people.
I'm one of those.
All right.
Yeah. If they go, they're fine. But I'm not going to pay extra for it. No.
Question number 9. This one's from Dan. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for the ability to choose matches from different leagues from one service provider? So instead of the NHL network, you've got Hockey Network, and you can watch an NHL game or you can watch an SHL game.
Yes.
And you don't have to go to subscribe to SHL, and then you have to go to Australia and subscribe to the AIHL. There's just one Hockey Network, and you can watch whatever game from whatever league.
I would. I hope Dan would. And Dan and I are down with that. You're down with that?
I'm down with that.
I would love to be able to just be a hockey channel and pick whatever I want.
How much would you pay for it?
Oh, wow. For a whole year of hockey from wherever?
Wherever.
I'd pay $200 for that.
I'm thinking I'm paying $400. Wait, you can't pay $249 for the NHL Network and then pay an additional $50 for no commentary, which is $300.
Yeah.
And only pay $200 to watch more hockey than for $300. It's got to be at least $300. You have to be willing to pay at least $300.
You realize you're now putting a price on something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably at $300. That's a little steep. I'd probably still just try to steal it.
What? Okay, I'd pay $400.
I'd VPN into somewhere else and just watch it as if I was a local.
Man, what a thief! This one is from Theo. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for the ability to have the players mic'd up so you could listen, or so you could choose which player to listen to?
Hard yes.
That is a hard yes. Definitely.
Not just players. I want officials mic'd. I want coaches mic'd. I want a microphone on everybody except the announcers and Pierre Maguire.
Oh, snap. I agree. How much would you pay for it?
I would pay a couple $100 on top of.
I'm thinking $50 for me.
I don't know. I would pay hugely. But I would want the choice of a lot of different players. It's not going to be, oh yeah, well, you got Mark Seifley today or Tanev. You can't have anyone more than that. Those are the only two that are wearing mics. I'd be like, nah.
You want everyone.
I want everybody. I want 22 guys on each team, maybe switch, or just have them all at the same time. listen to them all. I want to hear the guys in the bench. You know,
I want to hear Marc-Andre Fleury yell poke check when he poke checks.
Yeah. I want to hear the guy in the bench saying he's got to go to the bathroom. Like, yeah, man, I got to have a doo-doo.
I thought Tony says that, but yeah. Question number 11. This one's from Tim. He says, as a hockey fan, would you pay extra for a constant ref cam?
Constant ref cam? I don't know.
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah,
just because the quality isn't quite there yet.
It isn't, and
not a constant one.
Not. I wouldn't want to watch a whole game out of the ref's eyes.
If I had 4 TVs, all from the same game, one of the 4 TVs would be a ref cam, but I would not specifically only watch the ref cam.
And I think that's where this is going. We've had the ability for years to have what's called picture-in-picture.
Yes.
Where you can feed different channels or different feeds into the one screen to show you different things. I don't see that so much these days. I don't see it being offered much as an option on the flat screen things, at least the ones that are the vintage of ours here in the house. But I think we're going more towards just multiple TVs. You can buy 3 or 4 TVs. I'd love to have 4 in there, just setting up essentially a 4K looking.
That'd be epic.
And the whole game could be on the big one, or we could have 4 different games on at the same time, or 4 different views on at the same time. It is the dream. It's the dream of the man cave. Every man should have that dream, and frankly, every woman too.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so question number 12. This one's from Mulligan. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for uncensored audio?
Well, I think that goes with my first one. I don't want people bleeping out these players when I'm.
But not just players. I mean, I think he maybe means commentators as well. So if like the Trailer Park Boys commentated a game, which
oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah,
I would probably pay $150 extra to hear people swear about hockey.
I would pay a huge premium to listen to Mike Smith do bubbles on a telecast.
Yeah,
I would be just
definitely.
He's pulling the goalie.
Question number 13. This is from Logan as well. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for the ability to watch team practices?
Probably not.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
No. Probably not. I've been to Vegas practice in person. It was pretty cool. I wouldn't pay for it, I don't think. Question number 14. This is also from Mulligan. The player, as a hockey fan, would you pay extra for the ability to have the players use their nicknames on the back of their jerseys instead of their actual names?
I think it should be allowed, but I don't want to pay for it. I guess that's where I'm at. Like I see in soccer, football, for instance.
I think baseball they do too, maybe.
Could be. I'm not sure. But in football, some players can have their name on their jersey. They can use their first name instead of their last name. So I'd be okay with that in hockey too.
Yeah,
but I don't feel strongly enough about it that I'm going to pay Gary Bettman to let me see it.
Right. Yeah. Question number 15. This is from Nikolai. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for the ability to listen to audio from the refs while they're making a decision?
Yes, but that goes with my other one. I want all that audio anyway, but if that's the only audio I have and the other audio is not available, yes.
Yeah, me too.
I would pay for that.
I'd probably pay like $20, $30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so last question, number 16. This one's from Larry. As a hockey fan, would you pay extra for the team to provide a shuttle or taxi service to and from a game? Now, this obviously isn't really that applicable to us since we live 12 hours away from the nearest hockey team, but say you lived in Montreal. Would you pay extra for the team specifically to provide you with transportation on top of your ticket price?
For an additional charge?
Yeah. So your ticket's $150. How much extra would you pay for the team to provide transportation for you?
Probably $0.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I think part of the excitement and part of the process of being a fan in that city's market is the trip into town, the restaurants, the excitement that's in the air. I think if you're in a limo and you're being brought in a garage somewhere in a private elevator up to your seat, I don't think you see that.
No, I don't think it's in a private thing. What if it was like a Montreal Canadiens party bus?
Definitely not.
You're filled with a bunch of other Montreal Canadiens fans.
Definitely not. I wouldn't want to be near those monkeys. Not a chance.
Yeah, they'd be going crazy.
I tell you, I've come home on the Metro after a Montreal Canadiens game, and it looks like the Montreal Canadiens party bus on the subway.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, but I can get that for free, or for
That's true.
$2 or whatever the cost of the trip is. So,
all right, interesting.
It is.
Cool.
Yeah, those are great questions. I'm trying to think of things that weren't mentioned that I would pay for, and I think it's all been really well covered. I would, in paying for that my own camera, I would only want that center ice camera. I would pay money just to have that center ice camera during the play. They can do what they want in the reruns or replays.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just thought of one, and it's kind of a weird one, and I don't know if anyone's going to agree with me, but I would pay extra to have the ability to buy goalie replica masks. So some masks are really, really beautiful, like Marc-Andre Fleur's mask last year where he had the skyline of Vegas and stuff on it. If I could literally buy that mask, I think I would. Obviously, they're pretty unique, and then someone has to actually like paint it and whatever. So it's not easy, but I would, heck yeah. I'd love to have that on a shelf or something.
And here's one where I declare that I'm not a very nice person. If I can't have most of those things I want, my own camera, the audio feed, and all those things, if I can't have those things, I would pay extra for one of those shock collars that you get for your dog with the little fence that when the dog goes outside your property, that or you hit the button on the dog. I'd want the guy in the truck who's controlling the camera switching during a hockey game to have one of those collars, and I'm at the other end with a button. And every time he switches to a camera that's stupid, I just hit that button and he gets one of these. And he'll eventually learn how to properly switch a hockey game.
Dang. What about phrases for certain commentators, like gain the line?
Yes.
Anytime someone says gain the line?
Yep, every time.
Active stick? Or half boards?
Yep. Period number one. Yeah, I probably would need to have almost a piano of keys for all the callers I would be running.
I'm sure we say some annoying things too, so maybe the viewers at home would be buzzing us.
Then they probably would, and we would likely deserve it.
Yeah.
See, because we're sensible enough sitting in a basement on the east coast of Canada to know that we're going to have tics and things that we don't even know we're doing, but we're doing them and annoying you immensely.
Do you remember the conversation that we had a couple of podcasts ago where you said that you don't like when people use, like, say, like the Crosbys and the Malcolms and the...
Yeah, and I did it.
Whatever. And apparently you did it later in the podcast.
I don't know if I did it in that podcast or a subsequent one.
The following podcast later in that one. Yeah,
I did it myself. And the funny thing was, when I was saying it, I knew at that moment, oh crap, I'm doing that thing I hate. But I think you hate it more than I do, but because you had asked me about it, and I didn't like it either, but I think it came from your side of things. But I in the moment, in my own head at the time, I'm thinking, I'm doing that thing. And good for calling me out for doing it. Absolutely. I didn't see the comment, but call me out.
I didn't even, honestly, when we were filming that podcast, I didn't notice that you said that. So
I did. I used two players' names. I said the Bergerons and the Marchands or something like that. I said it, and the minute I said it, it's like, oh.
That's funny.
And my brain switched, and it's like, hopefully no one heard that. But I know better. Very perceptive viewers out there. And absolutely call me out when I do something stupid like that. Hit me.
You used to say, you know, a lot.
Yeah.
I think probably in the first year that we started, you used to join the channel, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like that, and then now you don't. Like, you got rid of that tick.
For the most part. I still catch myself doing it. Maybe you don't hear it as much as you used to either. But when you mentioned it to me, then I made a conscious effort.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to try not to do that. And you need to grow as a person. I'm talking about me every single time. You need to be responsible for what you say and conscious of what you say. And too many NHL announcers, other YouTubers, and me in the past get in a rut. Your brain is just firing automatically. You're not thoughtfully saying the things that are coming out of your mouth. Mm-hmm. And you sound dumb.
Yeah.
Because you sound like you're not really engaged, that your brain is not
Yeah, I think everyone has those certain sayings that they say over and over again. Some are like, when I say, heck yeah, that's 100% with intention. I don't say that.
Totally.
Like, or that's freaking amazing.
It's almost a trademark for you.
I guess,
so you're going to say it from time to time, and people are waiting for you to say it. That's different. But
I definitely say things a lot that I shouldn't say, though. Like, I don't think I say a lot, but I know that there's things that I do say that I'm like, oh, crap, I need to stop saying that and whatever. But
there are things. The things that bother me the most are when people say stuff because they think it makes them sound smart, but it actually makes them sound really stupid.
Okay.
For instance, in the future, I want to try to be a better person. Another way of saying that is, I want to try to be a better person on a go-forward basis.
Go forward, yeah. We've had this conversation off camera.
When anyone says on a go-forward basis, my brain explodes. It explodes inside. I lose brain cells. Some of them actually die of heat and rage when people say that, because they heard someone say it who they had a lot of regard for, and they think, oh, well, if I can say that, then I will sound as smart as they sound. Mm. But the big disconnect there is when they said it the first time, they didn't sound smart. The first person who ever said it might have thought it sounded smart.
Yeah, maybe.
But then it infected the language, just like the active stick and the active feet and the
time and space.
Time and space has infected the hockey commentators because, as you and I agree from before, they spend too much time listening to each other.
Exactly.
And picking up each other's bad habits.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, thanks for joining me for this conversation.
It was fun.
You made some good points.
I really liked that.
These people made some good points.
And those people and us haven't thought of all the cool things that might be revenue generators for the NHL.
So I know there's going to be lots of people at home watching this. Please leave your suggestions down below in the comments section. Not that the NHL will ever see this, but whatever.
You never know.
You never know.
Gary likes money, and Gary will get ideas for money from the strangest places.
That's true. All right. Well, we'll do our best on a go-forward basis to not use the same words over and over again. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Adios.